What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the Tap into Your Soul readings for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, what's good, Aquarius? How y'all doing? Okay, so remember, you guys, these are general messages, so not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. These readings are here to heal your soul from the overwhelming burdens you may or may not have known you were carrying. Okay, this is meant to be a completely intuitive insight from me, from spirit to you. Feel free to interpret your own message from the illustrations of Deborah Koff Chapman. The deck that we are using is called the Soul Cards 2 deck. Okay, if you would like to purchase this deck, you can find it on eBay or Amazon. But the 2 is Roman numeral 2. Okay, we have already shuffled and cut the deck to cut on time. Okay, we are going to pull 3 cards. If you are not familiar with these readings, I used to do them on IG, but brought them over here. We are going to pull 1 from the top, 1 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck for the overall outcome. Each card is going to represent a placement, so it will represent your past, present, and future energy. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to put these cards down first. We're not going to look at the bottom of the deck until we look at all 3 placements. Okay. All right. And no looking at the bottom of the deck until we look at all 3. All right, so I will hold these cards up. Feel free to pause if you like at any point in time. Grab a notebook or a piece of paper possibly, so you can write down your own notes and interpretations from these readings. Feel free to share in the comments what you interpreted for yourself, but you don't have to. You can just keep it to yourself, okay? But let's get into it, okay? So, in your past placement, what held you back in the past? What held you back in the past, Aquarius? Okay, we're going to pause this here. Feel free to take down some notes for yourself and see how this resonates with you. Okay, this deck does not come with a guidebook at all. That's why like I said before, these are completely intuitive insights. Okay, so what held you back in your past? This card came up also for Aries. Okay, you could be dealing with the Aries or just have that in your chart. You don't have to be, okay? Just referencing the connection between the 2 signs. But this was in Aries's present placement, okay? This one is in your past placement. What held you back in your past? I believe motherhood. Motherhood held you back in your past from pursuing your passions, okay? Plain and simple, cut and dry, okay? If you wanted to maybe start some type of career or business, you weren't really able to in the past because motherhood came at an early age, and so you had to take care of your child and put your dreams on hold, Aquarius. Okay, plain and simple. But doesn't mean that it didn't still, burn within you. Okay, this pursuit of happiness. Okay, this dream of yours. It was still within you, as you see the flame in the third eye, okay, on their forehead. You never lost sight of pursuing your dream eventually. But like I said, motherhood came first. All right. So, in your present placement, what continues to hold you back presently? What continues to hold you back presently? Okay. We'll pause this here. Feel free to interpret your own meaning within this message. Beautiful card. Again, these are touch drawing illustrations. Okay. Um, I vaguely see people in the background here. It may not seem like it, but again, to me, that there's like people here in the back, like a formation of people in the back surrounding you. Okay. The first thing that comes to mind is trying to please people. People pleasing, okay, is possibly what is currently continues to hold you back presently. Okay. Possibly being too timid, not trying to, rock the boat too much. Okay. um, Being overly nice because you don't want to cause any conflict with people. And so you tend to try to please everyone, but not considering your own feelings. As she's carrying this water, this bowl, it looks heavy. Okay, it looks slightly heavy. Um, See how the water is almost, tipping out. Okay. I feel like, you could have your hands full and, someone would say or ask, hey, that looks kind of heavy. I can help you with that. And you're like, no, 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 I got it. I don't want anybody, to worry. I can do it. I can do it. Allowing yourself to also ask for help because she's struggling. I feel like she's slightly struggling with this, but you're trying to hold it together for everyone because again, you've had to be that nurturer and provider for your child. And so a lot of things you had to do on your own, and you're used to doing a lot of things on your own. So to ask help from others, you almost feel like it would make you feel weak. And I think that did come up in your self care spotlight messages towards the end. So you might want to go and check that out and see how that kind of correlates here with this tap into your soul reading. But presently, you still kind of struggle with asking for help, and also not trying to, or trying to avoid conflict in any shape, form, or fashion. So you allow yourself to hold your feelings and be somewhat timid in a sense, instead of, every now and again, it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay not to like go off on anybody for no reason. I'm not saying do that, but just allowing people to help you if they're willing to help. But I think that also kind of correlates with trusting, being able to trust other people, okay? Because you possibly could have been let down in the past as well with previous relationships or people. Um, but we're getting into 10 minutes into your reading. Let's get into your future placement here, okay? How will you change your future? How will you change your future, Aquarius? Here's your third card here. You can pause and write down what you see, or what you interpret from this card. Okay. Beautiful illustrations. Like I said, I'm really in love with this deck. It's very eclectic, it's very abstract, obtuse, and I truly love the illustrations. And the crazy thing is, paired with intuitive um, insights, clairvoyance, clairaudient, um, it makes it a very powerful reading, because no card is going to get read the same. Okay. um, so that's why I do really enjoy these readings. Okay. So this third placement here, I feel like it's your higher self here. Trusting your intuition, your knowing. Like I said, I think having a hard time trusting people has played a part in the reason why you don't ask for help. But I feel as though slowly but surely your intuition, your own inner knowing and intuition is heightening, and the confusion is slowly starting to fade. Um, Maybe it comes with your child growing up, um, being more responsible for themselves, and you're able to do more things that you enjoy doing. And so that kind of frees up um, you having to worry about trusting people, because maybe you had to trust certain people, like around your children, or your child. Um, and so, as a mother, almost every person that comes across your child, you're like questioning their intentions with your child. And so you've had to use your discernment in reference to your child, but it was hard for you to use your discernment for yourself and relationships with others. And so I feel like that's slowly easing up as you're opening up your heart space, um, and you're just getting that knowing. Being a mom, usually you have that intuitive ability that kind of gets heightened a little bit here. And so now you're able to, like I said, not direct it towards your child anymore or their relationships, but your own. Because I see this flower, it's almost like there's a flower here. Um, and it's like a whirlpool just going around and around, and it just feels like it's churning, where you're finally making sense of your past and your present, and how it's ever changing, if you will, and just deciding to go with the flow a little bit more, using your discernment, of course, still. Um, but it's going to be easier in the future, because you're not going to have as many responsibilities. Like I said, your child is growing up, where they are able to take care of themselves, and so you're now able to release that tension of always worrying about them and starting to refocus on yourself, okay, and what things you want to accomplish. Um, and so your mind's eye is opening to new and infinite possibilities. Okay? So let's look at the bottom of the deck to see what your overall outcome is. Okay? Now, I can have this in different ways. We can have it this way here, vertical, or we can turn it horizontal. Okay, overall outcome. Again, beautiful illustrations. I'm getting mama bird, baby bird type vibes from this illustration. While it may look like she's getting eaten in a sense, like it looks like she's getting eaten, but it feels like this is part of her body though. This is like her being, okay? Her inner being. Like you're the mama bird, okay? Or daddy bird, whatever, you know, it's not gender specific, but and then you have the smaller one in coming out of her hand, okay? I think the baby bird is leaving the nest, okay? And you're watching them grow into this responsible adult. Like I said, they're no longer in need of your caring or nurturing anymore, of your protection anymore. They're on their own. And so now you are going to be free to really explore your life without having your child there. Okay, they won't be far. You still will care and worry about them because that is what a mother does. But at the same time, you have this now fiery passion within you that is proud of what you have created. Okay, because she kind of has like this smile on her face. And I feel like it's you're proud. You are truly proud of what you've created, even though it came with a lot of struggle, it came with a lot of strife. You were able to raise a beautiful child that is responsible, that, you know, went through the obstacles with you, but learned so many lessons from you and continues to learn from you. And you can actually see that you made a positive impact on your child, okay? And that is your greatest accomplishment. No matter what you are currently pursuing, your greatest accomplishment is raising your child to be a citizen of this earth, okay? And provide value, and you know that they are going to be okay. And so I think you look at your child as your greatest accomplishment, like I said, no matter what you are currently doing. So your overall outcome is just being a proud parent, above anything else. And like I said, and now you're able to pursue those things that you once wanted to in the past. Okay? So, Aquarius, that is all I have for you guys this evening. This wraps up your entire week with me, okay? I hope you guys have enjoyed the energy. Y'all had a nice little mixture, okay? Love, career, okay? Just life in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope at least they resonated with you. And if it at least resonated with one, That's good enough for me. Make sure you guys check out your Heart's Desire reading. That was done on Thursday on IG. The Heart's Desire readings are done Tuesday through Friday. Okay, so definitely check those out. And until next time, peace, Aquarius.